Ladies and gentlemen, your hosts, Lorelei and Space Deviant.
Too much nuance for hippies or warhawks.
Give me your best shot, pal. I can take it.
The space western is one of my favorite genres.
What? Yahoo!
And in my humble opinion, Soldier is an incredible example. The reviews like to lambaste it for having only made $15 million on a $60 million budget.
You know how much it costs to breed you, you big moron? To train you? To feed you?
Or Kurt Russell's Sergeant Todd, 3465, uttering a mere 104 words.
Any of them savvy English?
Hey man, who is this guy?
But the real problem can be summed up in a single word: nuance.
Are you crazy? Is that your problem?
Unsuited for the soft pre-9/11 universe in which it premiered.
Afternoon, sir. Beautiful day to get our war on.
Almost 30 years later, as the boys of GWAT continue to age,
We be issued weapons, sir.
No, Riley. Only soldiers get weapons.
I think it might be time for us to take a fresh look at Soldier.
Soldier. Set 2036 in the same universe as Blade Runner.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I watched C-beams glitter in the dark near the Tannhauser Gate. All those moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain.
This movie takes a critical look at both the military-industrial complex.
Improved. How? In every way possible. You see, your old ones here, they're selected at birth. And my new ones, we're talking recombination. They're practically manufactured using DNA profiles. And some manipulation.
And its opposite. Those peace-loving hippies who would try to isolate themselves from the dangers of the world.
I don't see how you cannot remember how you got here, Sergeant. You're not a deserter, are you, Sergeant?
Though the script for this movie was written in the 80s, when the two varieties of war movie were...
Both missions failed. Now we have to go in to get the men who went in to get the men who went in to get the men.
Vietnam Part 2, rah-rah, we're going back, but this time we win.
You don't ever quit, boy. Not when it's for real.
And...
War is hell.
Each time I looked around, the walls moved in a little tighter.
with very little in between.
Come on, Mickey, come home. Just come home. Home.
Soldier rejects this simple duality.
Paints Todd as a good soldier, born and bred.
But when he is traded in for a younger model...
More endurance, quicker responses, better hand-eye, improved technical training. It's a whole different standard.
And discarded on a trash planet. He's taken in and nursed back to health by a multicultural group of shipwrecked colonists.
We all want to do the decent thing. The decent thing is to help him.
And as Todd returns to health and is no longer weak and an easy-to-pity victim, the community begins to fear his potential.
Are you scared of him, Mace?
Yes.
But the peak moment comes when Todd begins to teach the mute son of the family he lives with how to kill the green snakes that infest the planet.
Probably wouldn't kill someone your size, but someone smaller, like me or Nathan. He was bitten once and he almost died. He was sick for a long time. That's why he can't speak.
And here's the lesson. The father appears, and he kills the snake himself. In his mind, he's protecting his son from danger. But we know with Todd there, the boy was never in any danger. He was being taught a lesson. Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day.
Teach a man to fish, he'll eat for the rest of his life.
Now, after this incident, Todd is again rejected from the only home he knows.
You're different from us, Sergeant. We don't hate you for that. But we have agreed that to try to include you would pose an intolerable risk to the community itself.
Now, in a scene which will always make me cry, Mace, the fearful father, realizes the error of his ways.
How'll you find him?
He'll have stayed close to the wire.
What led till the council? We all voted.
We voted wrong.
And rushes to find Todd and ask him back.
Todd. We were wrong.
From here, we careen into an action-packed good time.
There was nothing deconstructed or snarky about it. They ended this story in what I consider to be one of the happiest and most satisfying sci-fi endings ever.
Hey!
Sorry, I'm just thrilled to be alive.
Now, I know you hadn't seen this one, but I hope that you appreciate the late 90s Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell worked out for 18 months to get in that shape.
Russell wanted to bulk up naturally and not through steroids, good on him. So he went through a training schedule to bulk himself up. And by some accounts, all up it took about 18 months.
He didn't want him to look like a guy where it was just like an actor who'd gotten in good shape 8 weeks. He wanted to look like a killing machine.
You just can't go around killing people.
Why?
He's never been in better shape, I don't think. I've never seen Kurt Russell look more hardcore, so...
Forks were invented so man could at least make a pretense of separating himself from the apes.
So are thumbs.
What did you say?
Just my stomach.
We'll try to control your bodily noises so I can hear myself think.
It's just such a shame that this movie didn't...
Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money, Lebowski?
Why do you think it didn't?
I'll bet you're good at chess, Connie.
Checkmate. Checkmate.
Cheating bitch. This is politics at its finest.
It wasn't a pro-military industrial complex. If anything, it was most definitely anti. So
Todd was our best man.
You still don't get it, do you, Captain? Your men are obsolete.
that could have something to do with it.
It wasn't anti-soldier.
No, it wasn't anti-soldier.
It wasn't even anti-war.
Maybe a little bit anti-war, but it was definitely, pointing out the military-industrial complex and how they, everybody's disposable.
A provision in the Act known as Section 224 lays groundwork for bilateral research and development, co-production of weapons, joint ventures, licensing agreements, and seemingly every manner of U.S.-Israeli military-industrial complex cooperation.
How the hell did we get ourselves into this?
A report about a group of Middle Eastern men spotted the morning of September 11th parked just across the river from New York City has not gone away. Investigation of their presence has led to questions about whether Israel was conducting espionage on U.S. soil.
A bunch of missing files from specifically 1999 through 2001.
Right. And that people are connecting that to 9/11.
Yeah. George Washington, in his farewell address, was very clear about the way we should approach foreign alliances. He said very explicitly, never, ever have a favored nation or a nation that you hate, because either way, it makes you a slave to that nation.
Because it's not clearly on one side or the other. And it gives the peaceniks shit. I think it shows them when he was a victim, when he was beat up, when he was half dead, they were fine with keeping him around. But then as soon as it got, oh,
He's a threat.
he's a threat,
Once he's a threat.
we'll accept anyone as long as you're just like us.
No one here has any animosity towards you, Sergeant. None of us here is your enemy.
Oh, okay, so you can be any color. You can put a woman in charge. But if you've actually been through some real difficulty and, you've got that bit of a rescue dog mentality, like where you're gonna have to, he bites, you have to be careful around him. No, we don't want that. I think my only complaint with this movie was how quickly the bad guys invaded right after the critical emotional moment of him going back and getting him. I don't know if they were trying to shorten it for time, because I know they did run into problems. You piled on the emotional beats. I would have liked there to have been space to breathe where it comes back and the guys got to fight. Like, no, I was wrong. We need him here. We can learn from him. And then have the other people be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Then the attack happens. And they get to see him prove his value.
Soldiers deserve soldiers, sir.
But one soldier against 17. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to kill them all, sir.
It was little Kurt.
Well, apparently, when they got on set the first week, he tripped over one of those stupid cabbages and broke his foot.
Cabbages.
The little cabbages, they were like...
Oh. Kurt Russell did?
Yes. So he's in like the best shape of his life.
Breaks his foot.
And then breaks his foot. And then there was like another accident where he broke the top of his other foot.
Feel pretty good. And I'm not scared at all. I just feel kind of invincible.
They filmed all his lying down scenes first, and then his sitting up scenes, and then like...
Sergeant, I made something for you. It's to help you walk, you see. Isn't it? Like this. See?
Public. So the very last scene he filmed for the whole movie was that running chase scene between him and the one-eyed, well, before he was one-eyed, but the new soldier.
So when they filmed him laying down, he really was like injured and couldn't, walk very well.
That limp was real. I hear the writer was mad because they wanted more of the Western and space vibe rather than, I didn't realize how much of people's stuff I liked, like the writer.
Matter of honor.
They're paying $1,000 to whatever kills the two boys that cut up Delilah.
Unforgiven.
And he was drawn into a magical, romantic adventure. Lady Hawk.
$1 million, the anonymous hero!
You think your father would do something like that? It's against his religion.
It was an experiment that tampered with nature's most basic laws. It went terribly wrong. Leviathan.
He must have played in the league. Better go back to the field, girl.
These are bad ones.
I'm gonna break your leg.
Punish him! Punish him!
Until I was looking through it, it's like, oh, like Blood of Heroes is...
All of them?
Yeah, like virtually all of them. Blood of Heroes is one of my favorite weird movies. And we're going to watch Leviathan, which I've never seen, but you saw. It's like one of the only ones I hadn't seen on there. I saw this one in the theaters, 1998. I was early teens.
It's been 84 years.
I liked it then, but of course I didn't like it in the same way I like it now, that I think that it's a good moral story. The dynamic between the old military with Busey.
It's my mission, my call, my responsibility, and I say go.
Losing men in combat is one thing, abandoning...
I'm not gonna die because of your pompous bullshit. This is a direct order, do you understand? Take off now.
Don't walk away from me, sniveling West Point piece.
Who did submit to being taken over for quite a bit, but then drew the line at leaving his soldiers behind. The two sycophant ass kissers that got left on the planet with the tech bro weasel. I mean, tell me that's not what he was. So I mean, it was satisfying. It's very satisfying right now, even the idea of having some evil tech bro left behind on a planet with his ass kissers.
Justice.
Kind of people that would order civilians to be killed, leave soldiers behind.
About the Antichrist coming to power and using the fear of technological change to sort of impose order on the world. I feel like that Antichrist would maybe be using the tools that you were building, right? Like, wouldn't the Antichrist be like, great, we're not going to have any more technological progress, but I really like what Palantir has done so far, right?
Yeah,
isn't that a concern? Wouldn't that be the irony of history would be that the man publicly worrying about the Antichrist accidentally hastens his or her arrival?
Give my regards to King Tut, asshole.
Orders the whole planet to just be destroyed.
The movie lets us know no side's perfect. And obviously, the soldier, Kurt Russell's character, has been run hard, put up wet.
What about feelings, then? You must feel something.
Fear.
Fear.
Fear and discipline.
Now?
Always.
Deeply damaged, he can learn a lot. And he does learn from the wife, the mother character. He's starting to feel things and see the family unit. But then at the same time, those hippity-dippities aren't perfect. It takes a hard look at them. It even points out the fact that they're pretty weak. Even the ones that aren't cowardly aren't able to defend themselves. They don't have the capacity to do it.
We're not cowards. We'll do as you tell us. We'll fight.
You need strong men, trained killers that are good on your side. And that's, that's an uncomfortable thought. What do you mean we're not perfect? What do you mean we're not perfect just the way we are? You mean we can't just, you mean there's nuance to this argument? No wonder people didn't like it. You actually had to think about it.
A thing which cannot possibly be measured, least of all by anal compulsive Huns.
Yeah, they played a little of both sides.
No matter what side you find yourself on, even if you are rah-rah pro-military, or if you are, war is evil, it still pointed its finger at you and said, hey, you're not perfect.
Still, they definitely spent some money between the ship vehicles. There were like two of them.
Three of them. Three of the vehicles total that he blew up. They almost look like mine vehicles.
Crawler 2, do you copy? Are any of you men out there?
To me, they look like mine, retrofitted mine haulers or some kind of dump truck thing.
That looked like future space military stuff. Like I was in it. All of the models, because they didn't use CGI. I told you when we were watching it, it looks better now. It has aged better than the Star Wars. It looks better than the silly blue ball flinging prequels. I'll die on that hill. Tiny models. You get your camera work. It lasts.
It was made of fiberglass and aluminum framing, and it was constructed in such a way so that the saucer could separate from the main body.
You're working with a professional here! Nice fucking model!
At that point, it's as good as your model work and your camera work. The original Star Wars, a lot of the original Star Trek, depending on who was doing the actual camera work tracking, who built the model, it looks good. It still looks good. It still holds up. But the CGI shit.
Looks cheap.
The original Lord of the Rings, you can tell he was careful. The CGI did age, but they used as little of it as they possibly could. Most of it was costumes, models, set, like all stuff that doesn't age. We were talking the other day about someone who does a job cheaply to get it done versus someone who does the job knowing that their grandchildren or great-grandchildren are going to still be on this land or still going to be possibly using this thing. And it's like that way with cinema. And I feel like this movie, Soldier, you can probably never even seen it, but you can like it or not like it. I say you should give it a watch. I even say you can watch this movie 20 years from now, and it's going to be just as enjoyable as I found it to watch it a couple days back.
No way.
Yes way, Ted! It's going to keep aging well, no matter what political time period you're in.
Right.
No matter what age, because it's heroism. There's no perfect characters. There's growth. There's punishment. Cowardliness gets you killed.
They all have their strengths and weaknesses.
In the end, honor is recognized. Very end scene with the little boy that who's coming for uppies.
Yep.
From stepdad.
Yep. New dad.
New dad. The other soldiers are looking around. This is the way moment. It's like,
this is the way.
we give little kids uppies. That's actually the greatest thing in the world now, guys. You saw the other soldiers acknowledge it. Like, okay, if this is, we're going to adjust to this now. This is going to be what we do. And I promise you, the future is bright for that settlement. They got a real good shot at getting established and being safe now that they got those leftover soldiers there with them.
As long as the whole military didn't come in and...
I just assume that he knows the galaxy and the war shenanigans of the galaxy well enough.
Well, that was one of the places that was on his shoulder.
I would assume that he knows that it's...
He knew the place. So
he
knew it was safe. And
yeah, so I'm just assuming he's taking us somewhere that he knows the kids are going to be safe. He knows it's going to be good. It just makes me sad in a way once I learn the back end of this movie, like how much stuff went wrong. It's like, oh. You almost wonder what could have happened if they'd actually had time to pace it, It's the best acting Kurt Russell has ever done. I mean, I love Jack Burton.
It's gonna take Cracker Jack timing, Wang. Total concentration. You ready, Jack? I was born ready.
Pork Chop Express lives forever in my heart, okay? But every movement of his body, how he holds himself, how he buries the cabbage, everything. I believe the soldier aspect. The woman, her husband, the douchebag hippie society, even the parts that annoyed me felt authentic. They felt like unserious people that had not been in a lot of real mortal danger. They dealt with the harshness of the environment. They had that. They lost people. But they didn't strike me as the kind of people that had ever lived under the gun. They were very loosey-goosey in that way. It was good. The high-handed, you just hated him from the start, the weasel.
They had the fight scene with the chains. God, somebody got hurt so easily. And
surprised if they didn't. But tell me it didn't look great.
Fully believable.
Oh, and the explosions? You were even pointing out those are the kind of explosions people get hurt in.
That's how you end up like, what's his name? Permanently damaged from the concussions.
Bless his heart, poor Bruce Willis. But they look good. Soldier is recommended. But what do you guys think? Have you seen Soldier? Are you going to watch it now after our glowing review? What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it?
That's what you think?
Down below in the comments. And regardless, thank you for being here.
America, built to last. Yeah, that's right. No, that's right. They be flying that flag all night. Red, white, and blue.
Thank you for joining us here today. We really do appreciate your time. I'm Lorelei, and this is
Deviant.
And together, we are Southern Fried Cinema Siblings. And remember, the most important story is the story you tell yourself, so
make it a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. You're still here, are you? Well, why don't you make yourself useful? Click the share button. Click the subscribe button. May as well go ahead and click for the next episode, too.